So Gareth Edwards, the director, has described your character as the one he relates to most in this film. Why do you think that is?
I think, my character Bodhi Rook is the guy in this film who kind of shouldn't be in this film. It's a gang of characters that are kind of rebel spies or hardened assassins or soldiers or criminals, people who know how to handle themselves in a conflict situation. My character's a long distance truck driver, really. He's an Imperial cargo pilot, and he's just trying to earn a living. He doesn't work for the Empire because he loves what they're doing. He's actually from an occupied planet. It's just they're the only job in town. So he's doing that, but he finds himself in this kind of crazy situation where he has to step up to the plate. And hopefully that kind of everyman aspect to him means that he's quite relatable.
Did you draw inspiration from any Star Wars films or any other films with the character?
I actually try to draw inspiration from real life when I'm taking on a character, even if he's in a Star Wars universe. So, for someone like Bodhi Rook, he's from the planet Jeddah, which is occupied by the Empire, but he still has to work for the Empire to earn a living, which must be quite a complicated thing to feel every day. You're working for the people who are kind of taking over your country, and sadly there's lots of real world examples of that you can kind of draw from to kind of understand what that means to someone in terms of their daily life and what that puts them through emotionally. So I always try and kind of draw from daily life, but it's also just from kind of talking to Gareth and that you kind of find your rhythm.
You said when you were shooting the backpack was very heavy. Were there any other things about the shoot that were very tough?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely quite intense. It was a very physical shoot because in some ways Rogue One is right at the heart of the Star Wars saga. It takes place just before A New Hope, but in other ways it's really quite different. It's quite an edgy, gritty war movie. It's got a very kind of dirt under the fingernails feel to it, and so that meant it was really, really physical. So yeah, you'd think that we turn up on a Star Wars set, it's all just like gourmet cakes and quince and cheese and all this stuff by catering, but actually it was quite hard work. It's quite intense.
Were you also producing Kashmir at this point?
No, I recorded Kashmir in May of this year. Yeah, it was quite a quick turnaround on that. That was, we recorded it in 5 days in May and we released it in October. Yeah, we would have released it in August, to be honest, but we just spent like 2 months arguing over the artwork and 5 days making the album.
Who won?
We all won.
Okay.
In our own way, we all won. Yeah.
I wanted to ask about, I don't know if you've heard about this Dump Trump hashtag. Sorry, not Dump Trump, Dump Star Wars hashtag. Is these Trump supporters have got this theory that the reshoots this summer were to do with putting anti-Trump messages in the film. What would you tell those people?
We live in such divisive and divided times. Anywhere you look around the world, it seems that people are scared. And when people get scared, they start seeing the world in terms of us and them. And I think Star Wars is something that little kids, old men and women, people from all around the world can relate to and are invested in. I think we should take this opportunity to bring people together and really enjoy a story that means a lot to so many people. This is a film that was made with kind of with two things in mind, really. One is to kind of preserve the Star Wars heritage, and the other was to kind of do something fresh and distinctive with it. And that's really what's guided the storyline of this film, and hopefully that's something that fans will respond to.